He's a great actor. We should have seen a lot of from him. So these are some of the scenes from Aki and PAWPAW new movie released from Netflix.
Repeat after me.
So that's exactly what people are saying. Yes, people felt that they could have done more, but to me, I think they did well. Watching the movie, the storyline is clear, understandable. When you watch movies, you are supposed to pick one or two lessons from the movie, and I think the producers did that. And one thing I love about this movie is that they gave credit to the past people that were part of the production. I mean, some local, and I mean, they paid homage to these great people.
DJ PAWPAW.
Hello people, welcome to the channel. Today is the first time we're actually doing something about movies, and so I would like you to share this video. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. My name is DJ PAWPAW. I'm a video DJ in Ghana. I'm a broadcast technician, mostly into producing live events when it comes to streaming and other things. If you want to set up a radio station's live stream too, I'm also into that as well. The company's name is Range Media. You can check it out on YouTube as well. But today the main focus is to talk about the new movie. The movie was released 2021, but it was made available on Netflix this year, let's say this month. Aki and PAWPAW, the Netflix movie, the new one. Yes, we all know Aki and PAWPAW. I mean, back in the days, like 2003. Yes, 2003. There was a movie that changed the narratives when it comes to movie in Nigeria, in Africa. That was Aki and Ukwa. That movie was a mind-blowing movie when we had the likes of PAWPAW, which is who goes by the name Osita Ahime, and Chinedu Kenizi, which is Aki. New talents. People thought that they were kids though, especially in Ghana when the movie came out, because that was the first time. And I would say these guys open up this way for people that are midgets, you know, people that are short, people that have this baby look. And people started, you know, pushing. I mean, first in the society, we tease them against we tease them and all that. But when Aki and Ukwa came out, people had confidence to actually invest in these people, their talent, and also make them act and all that. So in Ghana, we had the likes of Yaudabo, Joe Shotingo, and a whole lot. Nigeria also had, I mean, there is that little girl too, I've forgotten her name, that she speaks very, if you know the name, you can correct me. So the movie came out, and a lot of Nigerian and Ghanaian and African movie lovers, the expectations were so high because that Aki and Ukwa movie was a blockbuster. It had so many jargons coming out of that movie. Aki, you are right. Now this is not true. You have Charlotte is again you. I've forgotten that song though. And we had Amachi Monago. That man was hilarious. One man that he was missing in action in this particular 2022 edition, that everybody thought that he would have, you know, played some great role, or you would have taken the movie to another level, was Sam Loco. Yes, we all know Sam Loco, great man. His combination with Aki and PAWPAW is just mind-blowing. So the movie came out. The story actually speaks about two young boys who were from the village that moved to the city to hustle, and then during the hustling they were struggling to, you know, make ends. At a point in time, some fraudsters, you know, came their way that they were going to wash money for them, dollar, you know, that kind of scam. And they actually took money from the madam that they were working for. They stole it to double the money, but it failed. There was this lady she's coming to Ghana, I think next month, or Worry Pekin or something, yeah. She's one of the new characters that was featured in the movie. She used to work in the restaurant with these boys, and then After a while, the boys were sacked, but there is a young lady who used to work for a social media influencer, which is Panchak or something. Her name was Samantha, but she wasn't really treated well by her boss. So she was always looking for an opportunity to establish herself. Doing that, alongside, she came to the restaurant where these boys, Aki and Ukwa, used to work, and they were, doing their regular funny dance and singing and all that. And this girl took a video of them, and later posted it on a ghost Instagram account, a new Instagram account that she created. Her main job was to manage an social media influencers Instagram account, but she decided to do something for herself on the low. And fortunately for her, the account blew up because of the Aki and Ukwa content. But what she failed to do was, she didn't tell these boys that, hey, your videos are going viral and people are, loving you and all that. She was just taking advantage of these boys. She will make them hold drinks like that she has collected some money off to endorse by the boys, and she was posing as their manager when the boys didn't even know that such stuff was going on. So along the line, these boys wanted to go home, and then their madam didn't really give them enough money to go for Christmas, so Samantha gave them money to go home. Fortunately for them, Samantha and these boys come from the same village, but they didn't even know. So they went to the village, and then the village was receiving them. Their father was happy that they have made it in the city, but it sounded new in their ears. So these boys had no option that, start asking questions why people were reacting differently towards them. Then somebody broke their eyes that, but you guys are big guys on the internet now. And then Samantha came in the picture, and they started calling her chiefs. So the village chiefs, elders, and that was one thing I loved about the movie. The way the elders came together to settle this issue. That if that is the case, you guys should work together and pay each other in percentage. So now Samantha became the managers of these boys, and she was getting them all the juicy deals and contracts, and then, they were giving her percentage. Even Asat with the percentage, they had issues, they had issues. Some Aki was saying they should give the girl 50-50. PAWPAW was saying they should give her 10-80. But they later arrived at, I think, 70-30. But yes, still, when they started working, looks like Samantha was cheating these boys. But even though the boys were making money, but you know how fame is a serious drug. When fame started getting into their head, and that was when I think the movie really connected to the story of P Square. When two brothers decided to go apart when they were working together, it was so much that the community elders, the family people have to come in to advise these people to come together. There came a fast one. I told you Samantha was working with a social media influencer, Panchak or whatever. So Panchak find his way into the life of PAWPAW and was able to influence PAWPAW that he can make him make money more than what Samantha is doing with Aki. So the two brothers split it, and then Panchak was connecting PAWPAW to some fraudulent deal, but Samantha knew of it, and they tried anything possible to bring the deal down, and at long last they were able to catch this social media guy and the fraudsters, and they put them behind bars. But according to the reviews that we have seen on online, it looks like people were expecting more. One thing I can tell people is that you see, there is a song we call We Are the World. It's a classic. There are people that have tried anything possible to remix that song. It doesn't work. It will come out, but it doesn't look and sound, it doesn't have that nostalgic feeling that the original had. Things have changed, characters have changed. When Aki and Ukwa came, we didn't know anything like that. But this it was something we have seen already, so we were expecting something bigger and bigger. For me, I think the movie had some good moral lessons. I personally could connect to it when sometimes you start to raise talents, and when they start making fame and making money, their demands go high and their attitude change. These things happen all the time when you come to the media space. I mean, we have a lot. I can name them, but it's not really necessary. So I think the movie had good moral lesson, but as a why some people are criticizing it badly that the movie didn't meet up to expectation, I think it's average. With the production, pictures was on point. I love the color grading, superb color. It was very rich. The directions were on point. People were also complaining about some of the dialogues that could be straightforward. They were just, beating about the bush to prolong the movie. That's also, I didn't really feel that because I was really enjoying the movie. So if you haven't watched it, I think it's on Netflix. This is the trailer. Yeah, and this is one guy that I failed to mention his name. Hang Sang-ku was somebody in that video. He, we've always seen him in Ghana. I've been seeing him in Ghana. I didn't know he even went back to Nigeria, but he was in the introduction of the movie when these boys wanted to go for blood money or rituals. But in the main movie, we didn't see much of him, and I was expecting that he's a great actor. We should have seen a lot from him. So these are some of the scenes from Aki and PAWPAW new movie released from Netflix.
Repeat after me.
So that's exactly what people are saying. Yes, people felt that they could have done more, but to me, I think they did well. Watching the movie, the storyline is clear, understandable. When you watch movies, you are supposed to pick one or two lessons from the movie, and I think the producers did that. And one thing I love about this movie is that they gave credit to the past people that were part of the production. I mean, some local, and I mean, they paid homage to just great people. There was this woman that I was also expecting. She used to be their teacher. I think she should have been in the movie. She should have been the woman. I mean, they should have given her a different role, because it was more like a throwback, like when we used to have this movie. I've forgotten her name, but this American movies that they bring a lot of stars to, do. Yeah, that's Rambo's movie. If you know the title, you can just. So if you haven't watched the movie, go to Netflix, have an account there, stream the movie, watch it, and let me know what you feel. If you've watched it too, you can also share your view, what you think was right, what wasn't right in this movie. My name is DJ Parker Rich. This has been a movie review, or what do I call it? Yes, for Aki and PAWPAW 2022 Netflix movie. Yes, I thank you all for watching. Subscribe and let me have your view.
DJ